we use our trailer a lot, and sometimes we transport our bikes in it. Sometimes we have other stuff that needs 110 power to it. Today's video, I'm going to show you a real quick and simple way to hook up a 110 outlet into your trailer. Stay tuned. The parts that you're going to need for this is really super simple. I ordered this pass-through connector off of Amazon. If you've watched my video on my Bass Raider, I also have it on my battery box there. What it is a weatherproof connector for 110. You plug an extension cord into it and it just jumps it through a hole that you drill into the trailer. It is weatherproof and they actually work really good. This came off of Amazon. I will throw a link down in the description below to the product that I purchased off of Amazon. Keep in mind that I do get a residual off of anything that off of the link. If you were to purchase this off of Amazon, it does help support the channel. So you will need that pass-through connector. You're also going to need a 2-inch hole saw. Obviously something in order to secure the drill, the screws, and an 1/8 inch drill bit to drill the holes for it. So let's go ahead, decide where we're going to put this on the trailer and get to installing it. So we decided on the trailer here that we're going to put it right in this area right here. So the plug's going to be about that high right there. It's a good position. It's out of the way. When you see inside the trailer, I'll show you that in a minute. I have a little lip in here, so it's not going to get banged. This part's not going to get knocked around when you're loading stuff in and out of the trailer. So I think this is a nice, good, safe position in here. So we're going to go ahead and drill a hole right in this location. I'm just going to eyeball it. So I got my drill with my 2-inch hole saw. I'm going to want to go, I think right about there is going to be good. I got enough room down here where I'm not going to hit the diamond plate. So I'm going to go ahead and get that drilled. So there's through part of it. And that's through the other part, which is the inner part. You can actually see in there. So now if you actually see with my connector, I can feed the cable through and stick my connector in there. So that's going to be how it's going to be supported there. I'm going to go ahead and set my drill up with my drill bit so I can drill the holes for it. So I got it lined up on here. I'm going to make sure I'm level, just kind of eyeballing it. You also want to make sure that your flap is the proper way. So mine is. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this as a template. There's my one. I'm going to put one of them in to kind of hold it in place while I do the other ones. So that'll hold that in place. I'm going to go ahead and drill the other 3 holes now. Now this connector does have a rubber back, so it is weather sealed right now. If you want, you could add some silicone to it. And that's that on the connector. So you lift it up, plug your extension cord into it, and then this will cover it up when it's not in use. So inside the trailer here, the cord just comes through the trailer. You can use it like this. I just don't want the pigtail flopping around like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook up a little surge protector in here, and I'm going to position it right here on the wall. That way it just makes it a little bit easier to plug stuff in and out. It's one spot. We'll just keep that connected all the time, and it'll be easy to use. So what I've done on the back of this, I took a piece of tape and just put it over the back of it, and I marked the holes. I punched the hole through that, so I know exactly where the holes are in here. So all I have to do is take this off, and I can transfer it to the wall here. I'm going to go a little bit off, and I'm going to use this centerpiece as a level. I think it looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and drill my pilot holes for the outlet. There's that one. There's that one. Now I can take that tape off the wall. Take my screws, which are stuck in the tire tread. I can start my screws. There, mounted to the wall, sturdy, and we can go ahead and plug it in to the other one. Easy peasy. So let's go ahead and see if it works. We're going to test everything out now. I'm hooked up to shore power. I'm hooked up to 110 from my house. Works fine. The pass-through is good. You can run anything you want off of this, as long as you're plugged into your shore power at your house. So here's the circular saw. Works just fine in there. So it's a really cool option. Now let's talk about limitations of what this is. Most trucks now they do have outlets on the back of their trucks. Like my Maverick has a 110 outlet in the back of the truck. Keep in mind, you're not going to power major appliances or a lot of your stuff. The circular saw won't power off of that. And hair dryers, I mean, you may get some lights off of that. We could charge our batteries off of that because it's a very low draw. It's the draw. So if you plan on hooking this up to your truck, you do need to look at your manufacturer at the owner's manual and find out what the limitations of your power source on your vehicle is, because that's going to be the determination of how much you get to this actual outlet here. Is what are the limitations you're plugged into. You may have a 110 on the back of your truck, but it's not running power tools. It's not running a lot of major appliances that pull a lot of amperage. So keep that in mind. What we're going to use it for. Why did we do it? Why did we decide that we wanted to have an outlet on the back of in front of our trailer? We do a lot of bike rides. We've done videos before. You've seen us on our bikes. You've seen us taking trips on our bikes. This trailer we're going to have set up so we can bring our electric bikes along, or we can bring our kayaks along, whatever we need. Our bikes, being electric, they have to be charged. So I can actually have a charger here. If I got 110, I can plug into 110 and I can charge it off the trailer. If I have to charge it off my truck will charge the batteries off the truck, but the truck has to be running. There's a lot of limitations when it comes to that. We do park this sometimes in the evening. We'll just leave the bikes in here because we know we're going out the next day. So now I can just plug the chargers in here. I don't have to take the bikes off. I don't have to take the batteries off. I can just plug an extension cord into the trailer and the bikes will start charging right where they sit. The next day I can just go to the trailer, unplug from my 110 shore power, and take off running. We're gonna take a trip. We travel up north a lot to our hometown. My son lives there. We'll take the trailer with. I can park in his backyard, keep my electric bikes in there, and I've got a place to charge them right away in there. So it is nice. We do a lot of storage units. I have a generator. You can plug this into a generator. I have a quiet own-in generator. We do have a video on that. Me doing a review on that own-in. That own-in is going to power this trailer superb. I can run whatever I need to run off of that Onan generator. I could just put it in the back of my pickup truck. When we're cleaning out the storage unit, I could have power in here. I could have power tools. I can have lights other than my ones off of my truck. It'll just be a good option for us. So keep that in mind. Know the limitations of what your truck, what your tow vehicle is going to be able to power to this outlet. So with that said, we're going to wrap the video up there. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some good little tips and tricks off of it. Until then, happy adventures.